This is Aaron Bracey from PillowHoops.com with bracketologist Joe Lunardi. Joe, not a really good performance tonight from St. Joe's.
No, I didn't see it coming. Sometimes with this group you can kind of sense if they're going to be flat or play to their age. But they just were flat offensively, had very little flow. 6 turnovers in the first 5 or 6 minutes. Stopped turning it over after that, but just couldn't make any shots.
Joe, how much do you think that had to do with Richmond, and how much do you think that had to do with just St. Joe's ineffectiveness tonight?
I think it's both. I think a lot of it has to do with Richmond and its style. If you look at the nights this year where the Hawks have looked pretty ugly offensively, they're all half-court, kind of slow it down, grind it out kind of teams. I jokingly say if you put all the teams in the Atlantic 10 that go up and down the floor in one half of the bracket in Atlantic City and the teams that play half-court in the other half of the bracket, I'm fairly convinced that the Hawks would get to the finals and then lose. So maybe this was just another piece of evidence of that tonight.
Well, Joe, of course, everyone always is asking you questions that we want to know. I'm assuming this game probably did the Hawks at-large chances. Is that correct?
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
Okay.
Because for St. Joseph's to seriously be in the conversation, it's more about getting another quality win or two. Because the strength of schedule and the computer numbers are still going to be pretty good. You need to get more scalps. The Creighton win was terrific. The Drexel win is getting better. The Villanova win is not very helpful at this point. As much as, the emotion of the game would certainly normally equate it to.
I mean, if you trust my arm.
So it was always going to be about beating Temple.
Right.
And that hasn't changed. This just maybe puts it in a position where the Hawks would need yet another scalp after that.
So you're saying that the last question still have a chance then if they can beat Temple?
Absolutely. Beat Temple and get to the final in Atlantic City, and I think the Hawks will be very much under consideration.
You heard it right here for Joe Lunardi from ESPN. This is Aaron Bracey from PillowHoops.com.
I didn't say it was going to happen. I just said that's the scenario.
There's the caveat. Thanks for joining us, Joe, and have a good night.